One of the biggest things we hear whenever we're talking about index universal life insurance policies on this app, especially in the comment section, is just do a 401k. Now, there is nothing wrong with a 401k. I want to make sure that's really clear, especially if you work for a company that does a match. Do the match. That is basically free money. But I'm hoping that in this video, I show you why you don't want to just rely on a 401k and why you want to diversify your funds and have multiple different buckets that you're putting your finances in. So here we go. So I'm just going to do a standard 30-year-old female doing $500 a month, which is going to give her a minimum death benefit of $115,000. $500 a month is $6,000 a year. Okay, so that's kind of the whole framework around what we're doing. So $6,000 a year. In the first year, if we only earn a 5.9% interest rate, now the average rate of return in an IUL is 7 to 9%. So I'm showing very conservative, very low numbers intentionally to make sure I don't underpromise or overpromise everything, and you get the idea. So put in 6,000, account value is 5,313. That's what gets to earn that 5.9%. The cash value at the end of the first year is 2,800. After 2 years, account value is 10,000, you have 8,000. So you can see there's a little bit of a discrepancy here. Eventually, you can see that it matches. And then in year 11, our favorite thing happens where our cash value equals our account value, which basically means you have $72,000, so the insurance carrier will let you now loan $72,000. That's all it is. They're not two separate buckets of money. It's this is your money in the policy. This is what you have access to. That's it. That account value, cash value. Simple. And then, of course, we have our death benefit. So this person's basically going to contribute this $500 a month every single year until they are 65 years old. So, which is technically retirement age. Okay, work with me, people. Which means once they turn 65, they're going to have $515,000. They are then able to take out a $53,000 loan every single year from the age of 65 to literally 120. So it doesn't stop. This comes out until they're 120 years old. Okay. And honestly, it keeps going. Because if you look at the cash value here, you have 24 million in account value, $7 million in death benefit. Like you're fine here. Okay. Like you're going to have plenty of money. Now I know everyone's gonna be like, who's going to live that long? So even if you don't live to 120, let's say you make it to 90 years old. Okay. You contributed $210,000 total. Your cash value was $515,000 at the time that you stopped contributing. You're able to take out $53,000 a year. And if you die at 90 years old, you will have taken out $1.4 million. Now, this includes the death benefit paying out to your family, okay? But your $210,000 easily turned into $1.4 million coming out to you in distributions from the age of 66 to 90 and the death benefit that gets paid out to your family, okay? Now, in order to get anywhere near that in a 401k, you have to contribute $8,000 a year, not $6,000. $8,000. And I'm going to assume a 27% tax bracket because let's be real, no one knows what their taxes are going to be at the time of when you take these things out. Like taxes go up and down, tax brackets change. So we're just going to keep it at a even 27. Now, obviously the benefit to a 401k is that you're saving on taxes right now, right? So the potential taxes that you're saving when you're putting the money from your check into the 401k, you're potentially saving about $77,000. Okay. However, the taxes you're going to pay when you start taking out your distributions from your 401k and the RMDs, you're looking at roughly $257,000 total. And this is if you started it now. Okay, I want to make sure this is clear. Like this is if you started your 401k like right now. So if you had to pick between a 401k and an IUL at 30 years old, this is now. Okay, this is not if you already have one up and running and going. But here's the deal. Taxes that you save like now versus what you're going to end up paying later. This is where things get fun. Okay, if you want to be able to live until you're 90 years old with your 401k, your total contributions based off the 8,000 or so that you put in is $287,000. Your account value when you decide to take out your funds is $6,000 or $629,000. You clearly have more in your 401k than the $515,000 that you had in the IUL, right? There's more in there. I'm not going to deny that. However, if you want that $629,000 to last you until you are 90 years old, you have to take out $28,000. That's $30,000 less than what you were getting in the IUL, right there. Now, is $28,000 coming out after taxes beneficial? Absolutely. But to get $28,000, you have to take out $39,000. Okay, so you're taking out $39,000 in order to have access to $28,000, and this is at a 27% tax bracket. Okay, we know that the tax brackets are changing. It might not be this, it might be worse. So just know that if you want to be able to take out $53,000, okay, the same amount from the IUL in your 401k, this is what you're looking at. So there's the same 287,000 contributions, 629,000 account value, 53,000. It will last you until you are 77 years old. You will run out of your funds if you try to do the exact same amount for 401k that you did in your IUL. The exact same. It'll last you till you're 77. The IUL lasted till 120 and would have kept going. Okay? So like, I know the naysayers are out there. I know that there's the people out there who are like, IUL's a scam. And you're kind of not wrong. If you work with an agent that doesn't know what they're doing or B, doesn't care, then yeah, they're probably going to set you up in an IUL that doesn't work for you. But here's the thing. They can work, and they can work beautifully. It's at $53,000 tax-free thanks to Internal Revenue Code Section 7702 for the rest of your life. Or you could get $53,000 and it would only last until you're 77. Like, we're not trying to say don't use 401ks, because $28,000 a year is still beneficial, especially if that's on top of $53,000. Like, it's not like you have to pick one or the other, but one of them is going to be beneficial for you if that's the only option you have versus the other one. And I think it's pretty clear as to which one is which. If you have any questions or you want help from our team at Power 3 Financial, say help in the comments.